Fellas, we all have those moments where we come back from school holidays and we're talking to everybody around us, asking them what they got up to, and then you have those same people who, when you ask them what they got up to on the holidays, they answer with that same vague, energy draining, "Oh, I did nothing, just sat on my phone, watched Netflix, just chilled at home, and yeah, just relaxed, man." And the worst thing about it is it's seeming to increase more and more, especially in younger teenagers, as they're being thrown all this cheap pleasure, cheap distraction, and they feel fulfilled for doing nothing. But because of all this cheap dopamine and stuff, they feel like they've accomplished something, and then they end up having all these mental issues because they realize they just wasted a bunch of time. And people kind of have this misconception with holidays. Yes, you do want to have a rest from school. I'm not saying be a workaholic, especially as a teenager. You don't want to be a workaholic, but you don't want to embrace this hustle culture during the holidays and just work yourself to death. That's not what I'm kind of embracing. What I'm embracing and what I'm kind of preaching is to still take your holidays kind of seriously, in the sense that you're going to get something out of it, not just a period of time in which you accomplished nothing, did nothing, and pretty much will just feel worse about yourself after that period is done because you realize how much of a mistake you made. I can name 5 things off the top of my dome that you could do, learn, whatever, over the holiday break. Juggling, that's one I've been trying to practice. Learning how to wheelie a bike makes you look a bit cool. This is all just off the top of my dome, by the way. Reading a lot of books. I know I'm a big fan of reading, but reading a lot of books can both, improve the way you talk, your creativity, your imagination, and can just make you a bit more interesting as well. What else? Come on, Max. Going to the gym if you're out of shape. A lot of people kind of start the gym and then end up quitting after a couple weeks because they don't see any progress. And last one. Go on like some kind of adventure. Go for a walk. Do kind of something other than staying within the walls of your home. The holidays shouldn't be approached as just this time for rest. Yes, rest is an important segment of that, but you still want to do something. You want to make experiences, make your life a bit more flavored, I guess. That's maybe not the best way to kind of describe it, but you want to, give yourself experiences, make yourself a bit more interesting, improve yourself. Whether it doesn't have to be a combination of all, but at least one of those is something that should be considered as your holidays start, because those weeks, months even, could be so crucial and so not crucial actually. They could be so significant in getting ahead of everybody else, or learning just some skill that makes you just stand out from everybody else in the crowd, and makes you and can impress other people as well. I've been recently trying to learn kind of Spanish, and I saw this video actually, and it was like spending 15 minutes a day just like learning all the vocab and kind of just learning bits of vocab every day, and just then turning them into sentences, and then trying to obviously then speak through learning all these sentences and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say at the end of all this waffle is, don't waste your holidays. Spend them half productively and try and get something out of them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video, and see you in the next one.